about to explode to the upside. This company has been shorted so much for a company that is top 3 in the FSD, full self-driving autonomous vehicle market. Their technology is phenomenal, and they have been shorted so bad. A couple weeks ago, they were at 17% short float. They're up to a massive 28% short float. These shorts are relentless. I've been screaming on my X account every single day about this short volume ratio. Every single market open, they would short this thing heavily to try to suppress the price or try to create a sell-off. I'm talking about hundreds of percent of the total volume, over hundreds of percent of the total volume, sometimes up to over 1,000% of the total volume. I watch this thing every morning on market open. Anytime it gets a big pop, they short the hell out of it. They are playing crazy games right now. If we come to my X account at the Ron AV show, we will see here that we went from a 17% short float, and as of October 15th, this just came out though, but as of October 15th reported date, it is up to over 28% short float. That is massive, taking into consideration that Intel holds 80% stake in 80% of the shares in this company. So the only other people out there with the other 20% of shares are going to be me, your retail investors, and your hedge funds. And then there's massive amounts of hedge funds that are just extremely short this name. And it's just crazy. We're about to have an epic move. You do not when I say epic move, you do not understand what I'm talking about. GME, GameStop wasn't this amount of short float when it exploded higher multiple times. Like, we are going into earnings this Thursday morning, and they've chosen to short the hell out of this name and have a over 28% short float. So that's number one. This is in for a massive short squeeze. But to have a massive short squeeze, you have to have bullish sentiment come into the name. You have to get this name to be able to defeat the shorts, shorting the hell out of it, and have this name move upward. How do we do that? Well, I'll tell you. Through my personal trading strategy, the high 5 setup. This name aligns perfectly with the high 5 setup. The other name that aligned perfectly with the high 5 setup was Sound Hound AI. Do you know what's up with Sound Hound AI today? They're up over 18%. I called out this name on Friday, and now they're up over 18% Monday. Today. Massive move upward. I said, look at this thing. I said, we have a high 5 setup on this name on Friday. I said, we have a chart pattern breakout, symmetrical triangle, breakout, retest. Okay, this was Friday. Breakout, retest on the weekly. We have a volume gap, a massive volume gap on the weighted volume profile. We have an uptrend crossing over bullish above the 0 line on the MACD. We have an uptrend on the RSI. We have an uptrend on the stochastic year trend. I laid all this out. It's a high 5 setup. You got all 5 of my indicators lining up, screaming at you and screaming at me to enter the trade, which I did. And we are up massively on some options and shares today. And I'm still holding. Took some profits, still holding. We have a massive move to go. This measured move here is up to 98%. I haven't even done the measured move for this cup and handle. Look at this massive cup and handle. Like, I'm telling, like, this one is still has plenty of room to go. So now you understand about my strategy and how it works. So let's go back to Mobileye. What do we have? Oh, just like Sound Hound AI, we don't have one pattern. We have two patterns set up. Two patterns set up. We have asymmetrical triangle, which we broke out of today. We also have a inverse head and shoulders, which we also broke out of today. That's one of the high five setup. We have a massive volume gap here. Look at this volume shelf, just sitting pretty on it, and it's about to explode higher. This thing broke out. We're going to continue a bullish move. Shorts are going to begin to cover because they're going to start freaking out because they're emotional, and this thing is going to fly. 1, 2, third. We bottomed out on the MACD. We crossed upward. We are uptrending. We bottomed out on the RSI. Complete super oversold. Now we're uptrending, making higher lows. We bottomed out on the stochastic. Now uptrending. All five are lining up again, just like in Sound Hound AI. We go to the daily chart. We can see it a little bit better. So you see right here, I mean, when I talk about barely broke out, the shorts really, they really made sure like you wouldn't be able to tell. And we were kind of like a little bit under it. You really have to go down to about an hourly chart, which now on the hourly chart, they're pushing this thing down kind of below it. But, you know, we broke out above it. We're just retesting. We're sitting right on it, and we're going to have a continuation higher. I mean, this name is starting to really trend out there. You know, I've been screaming about it for a long time now, but it's starting to really get some traction behind it. And you have massive earnings. You have this company that it doesn't deserve this. It doesn't deserve this. It's a top 3 company within the FSD and autonomous vehicles market. And you have all of these probabilities pointing in the same direction. We are uptrending. We are breaking out of 2 separate beautiful patterns. This thing's about to move. When it does, you know, we had the breakout. I think we'll have a retest, maybe. I don't even know. This thing, I mean, it's so short. The short float's so massive. We have this massive price gap up here as well at $20.01. You know, we're talking about a 65% move, just for the volume gap. Let alone we have this massive, massive volume weighted gap up to 28. And you know, I'm long on the stock as well. I think we get back up here eventually. But man, this thing is just, they are shorting the hell out of it. You short the hell out of GameStop, it's a dying brick and mortar company. Sorry to say that if you love GameStop. I used to love GameStop as well. But this company is the future. They're working on future technology. They have all 5 levels of autonomy. They sell all 5 different levels to all the legacy car brands. Like, they just had a deal with Zeekr in China. They just had a massive deal with Volkswagen. Like, this company's not a dying company, and it's 28% short float. Believe me, don't believe me, understand what I'm saying, don't understand what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, this is going to squeeze super hard, and it's going to explode to the upside. Now, of course, liability purposes, none of this is financial advice. I'm just showing you what I see and my thesis. This is my thesis. You do with it what you will. It's not financial advice. I'm in this name heavily. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You can do what you're gonna do. You can do what you're gonna do. But if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Obviously, I'm very excited about this one. This is massive. I think it's gonna be way bigger than Sound Hound AI. Time will tell. I could be wrong, but all the probabilities are pointing in the same direction, which usually equals the possibilities coming to fruition. So appreciate you guys sticking around, and thanks. Leave comments below on what other stocks you want to see, and if you think I'm absolutely crazy on this stock, or you understand what I'm saying here. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.